before kingdoms, before history. The Red River carried mud into the sea, creating the land that would become Vietnam. "4,000 years ago, people settled the Red River Delta. Stilt houses rose above the floods. Vietnam's story had begun." The Zhongshan mastered bronze. Their drums echoed across the river valleys. From them emerged Vietnam's first kingdom. (111 BCE). The Han conquered Vân Long. Vietnam became a Chinese province. The next 1,000 years would be a struggle to break free. (40 CE). The Trưng Sisters led a revolt against China. For 3 years, Vietnam was free. Lady Trio fought. Others followed. Every rebellion failed. Yet resistance never died. At Bac Giang River, bamboo stakes trapped the Chinese fleet. 1,000 years of domination came to an end. The Lý dynasty built Thăng Long. Temples, laws, and learning flourished. Vietnam had become a nation. The Mongols conquered much of the known world. Vietnam stopped them, not once, not twice, but 3 times. One of the few nations the Mongols could never conquer. Vietnam looked south. Generation after generation, the frontier advanced. Champa fell. New lands joined the kingdom. The nation expanded toward the Mekong. In 1802, the Nguyen dynasty unified Vietnam. At Hua, emperors built a magnificent capital. Purple walls, golden roofs, a final age of imperial splendor. French warships arrived in 1858. Within decades, Vietnam became French Indochina. The emperors remained, but power belonged to Paris. The French transformed Saigon. Wide boulevards, grand buildings, Paris of the East. Beneath the glamour, colonial rule endured. In 1911, a young kitchen worker left Saigon. He traveled the world for 3 decades. When he returned, he was Ho Chi Minh, and Vietnam would never be the same. Ho Chi Minh declared independence. France returned. 9 years of war followed. At Dien Bien Phu, the impossible became inevitable. France surrendered. The Geneva Accords divided Vietnam, North and South, communist and capitalist. One people, two futures. America stepped into the gap. "15 years of war. Helicopters crossed the skies. Supply routes cut through forests. Entire landscapes became military zones. Millions died. The fire seemed endless. April 30th, 1975. Saigon fell. The last helicopters departed. The war was over. Vietnam was united again. But peace would bring new challenges. After the war came hardship, isolation, poverty, uncertainty. Then came Joy Moi. Markets opened. Investment arrived. The dragon awoke. Factories multiplied. Highways stretched across the country. Ports expanded. Trade surged. Vietnam was no longer rebuilding. It was accelerating. Glass towers rose above the river. Financial districts flourished. The infrastructure boom became prosperity. Vietnam had entered a new era. Confident, connected, global. Phú Quốc was once known for prisons. Today, visitors come from around the world. Resorts line the coast. Yachts cross emerald waters. A place of suffering became a destination of wonder. From Red River, mud to bronze drums. From Chinese rule to independence. From war and division to prosperity. Vietnam did more than survive history. It shaped its own future.